Hola, amigos. NRW Nerds Rule the World back for another review. This time for a film called I Know Catherine, the Log Lady. It's a little documentary about an amazing woman who played Catherine Coulson, about Catherine Coulson who played the Log Lady, and David Lynch. For all you Twin Peaks fan, obviously you see the Log Lady and you know who the Log Lady is because you're a Twin Peaks fan. And joining me, who is a Twin Peaks fan, is my pal Anthony Francis from Screen Comment, the movie review film threat. How are you, Anthony?
I'm great, and this wasn't planned, but I've got my red room curtains behind me here. If you're a Twin Peaks fan,
There you go.
yeah, I'm well. Glad to be excited to talk about this one.
Awesome. And I am very excited to talk to you about it as well because I didn't know until I hit you up that you were a fan and we got to share in this. So I don't think we've ever done a documentary review together before. So this will be interesting. All right, let's get into the trailer and then we'll give you all of our thoughts. Here we go.
My dearest, closest friends is Catherine Coulson, for sure.
Hi, this is Catherine Coulson, Coulson. I'm on hospice. I probably don't have a whole lot longer.
In 1990, Catherine Coulson became an international cult icon as the Log Lady in the groundbreaking television series Twin Peaks.
2014, the big news, Mark Frost and David Lynch were going to return.
Catherine was hiding the fact that she was so sick.
It was stage 4. Hospice said, "What's your heart's desire?" She said she wanted to finish her work on Twin Peaks.
We were up to that point where she was supposed to be working and coming up to work.
The producer was trying to organize a medical plane to bring her up.
She was going to fly to Washington. It could have killed her.
How could David put Catherine, who's dying, in a position as an actor portraying this woman
It's time.
who was dying?
The show must go on. It's life. Life goes on. The story has to be told, no matter what. Tell the story.
I Know Catherine, the Log Lady.
We'll all see each other again.
All right, there you go. That's the trailer for I Know Catherine, the Log Lady. As this is a documentary, there's not a lot of cast and crew as I generally do to break it down. But I will give a shout out to director Richard Green, writers Jane Albush, Jake Blue Notes, Kyle Shear, Andy Yuma, also producer Richard Green, Jenny Sullivan, and everybody who was interviewed for this. There's a ton of folks, as you know, as you see, David Lynch, a lot of the other alums from Twin Peaks. Props to everybody on the cast and crew that were involved with this documentary. And also how I got into reviewing this and getting Anthony involved as well is I actually interviewed producer Richard Green. Go check out that interview, available right now on Nerds Rule the World. Had a great conversation with him as a film nut like Anthony, to talk behind the scenes and making of stuff and his experience with Eraserhead for all you Lynch fans, just to get some of that backside behind the scenes stories from people that were involved with this is just so cool. So great convo with Richard Green. Go check that out. Anthony, let's get into it. Let's review this, which is weird with a documentary because I can't really hate a documentary too much. Well, there are certain things that could have done better. But with this one, I really enjoyed it. This really touched me. And I think personally, I'll kind of lead off real quick, I'm a semi Twin Peaks fan. It's been a minute. I enjoyed it when it first came out, years ago. This is an old series. I really was entertained by it. I didn't dive back into it, which would make me a uber fan like a lot of other people, like maybe like yourself. But I just really remember enjoying it. It was great. It probably inspired me in a lot of different ways, but I didn't dive back into it. So very familiar with it, enjoyed it, and was curious to get all these other stories behind it. Because I'm a film guy, I'm a film critic, I'm a film industry guy. I love stuff like this. So I connected with it. A woman like Catherine Coulson, who this is all about, having worked on so many different sets, people like this. She seemed so special and just how connected she was to everybody and so giving. And I think that this movie transcends just Twin Peaks fans because we all know somebody who's just that motherly figure. And also the fearlessness of facing life and death. It opens with that phone call that we see in this trailer, and it ends with that phone call. And I can't lie, I'm an empath. You know me. I cry. That made me cry, because just to be so fearless in death and just so beautiful, making plans to just lessen the burden on those that you're leaving behind. It's so fucking touching, man. It's just amazing. So anyway, I'm gonna stop going off, brother, because I want to hear your thoughts, man. But yeah, let's get into it. Tell me I guess maybe Twin Peaks love, and then knowledge of the Log Lady, and then now leading into this documentary to talk about it.
I was with Twin Peaks like you were at the beginning. I have seen, including The Return, I've seen the entire series 4 or 5 times. I can't get enough.
So you really went back and forth with it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
even though
I want to dive back now, personally, because of
yeah. I might do it again because it's been like 2 years. I'm like, okay, let's do it again.
Refresh.
Yeah, I've been a big Lynch Twin Peaks fan, and of course the Log Lady is it's one of the best lines in all of Twin Peaks. Agent Cooper says, "Who's the lady holding the log?" And Michael Ontkean, who's the sheriff, says, "That's the Log Lady." And then they move on. What a great and instant iconic character, I think, from that line, probably. And she has her little cryptic lines all the way through it. I had no idea who this lady was beyond. I knew she was a actress and dear friend of David Lynch, and we'll talk about crying here in a minute. I didn't know the depth of her acting. I didn't know the amount of movies she worked on, the crew with the cinematographers, and it's incredible life she lived. I love the film. You basically said my thoughts in a nutshell. It's just, this is such a cliche to say, but what makes it more heartbreaking, is she had such a lust for life and a passion for her craft in front of and behind the scenes. She loved her family. She loved life before she had a family. She loved sex. They talk about her sexuality. And oh yeah, she just dove into it, if a guy came a knocking, and I like that. It's very honest. It didn't try to get her ready for sainthood. It wasn't a hit piece. It was just, she was a beautiful soul, and the director captured that by the way he stylized his film, and by the interviews of the people who came in and out of her life. I think it's a beautiful documentary, not just because, it plays a big part of it, not just because I'm such a fan of the character and of the show. It's just, even if I wouldn't have ever seen Twin Peaks or known the Log Lady, if somebody said, watch this, I would still be wowed because she's such a fascinating person.
Completely.
I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah, bro. That's the biggest thing that I take away from this. I think it's going to hit home for Twin Peaks fan like yourself. It's going to be amazing for that. You get that nostalgia factor back, some behind the scenes stories, but the human factor of this beautiful person in Catherine Coulson, she was and how she lived her life transcends. Yeah. It's just transcendent. And right. And it just, for me, made me wanting more of this film, of this woman who I really don't know a lot about, but I wanted to know more parts of the story. So if there is a critique, but there's going to be a positive to this in a second, is that we didn't get enough of this of certain parts of the timeline. Like, I wanted to know more when in San Francisco, starting the theater, those early days and everything, then climbing on board with David Lynch and meeting all these people in that scene, Eraserheads and all of that. And then how then when she started getting these diagnoses, she kind of backed off from acting and was working behind working as crew on cam with a bunch of amazing people that you and I are both big fans of, right?
It's incredible.
Just all of that. And then when returning, they're bringing they're doing a new season of Twin Peaks. We've got to have her involved despite what's going on. And everybody on all sides go to the ends of the earth to make this happen for this woman because she's so special in all of their lives. It's so touching, man. I want to cry off of that they would do so much for somebody that they loved is so beautiful. Yeah. And then how she gave her all in those moments. And then, the spoilers, and then right there after it's done, she was done. It's absolutely beautiful, bro.
Yeah. I'm glad they showed the entirety of the scene where she calls Michael Horse, the deputy, another actor I love. When I saw that live, when the Twin Peaks: The Return first premiered, I got choked up because I can't remember. I think she might have been already dead, like just by a month or so when that episode aired, I think. And I got choked up. I did it again when I watched the scene in the context of this documentary. Did I cry? Yes. And let me tell you when. And they show the scene in the trailer. David Lynch, who, if you ask me to list my top 10, he's in my top 6. He was a beautiful man. I don't know how much you know about him as a person. Just a beautiful guy. And when he looks at the camera and says about her, we'll all see each other again soon. I'm like, because he's dead now. And that moved me to tears. And I mean, regardless of that, whether he's dead or not, what a beautiful sentiment. He's not like, oh God, I just miss her and it's unfair and the world is cruel. And no, he says, we'll be together again. I wish you were here now. I think he says something like that.
Yeah.
I miss laughing with her, but we'll see each other again. And that's just not only him, but other people who spoke. The way she touched people. There was her ex-husband who admittedly said that, I was just the worst guy to live with. Never lost his love for her, nor she for him. And it kills him to this day. That moved me, that he ruined the marriage. I mean, think of the life the two of them could have had together. And that was early on, I believe. It was in the San Francisco area. Her experimental days. I mean, there's so much to say, and it's all in the film. The way she touched her inner circle and the world around her. I had no idea. I had no idea of anything about her life. I knew she was the log lady and one of David Lynch's best friends. That's it. That's all I had. I had no knowledge. I think, like you said, anyone who loves Twin Peaks, David Lynch, the log lady, will have an extra, great time, you know what I mean, watching this film. But I think even if you're not familiar with Twin Peaks, or maybe you don't like Twin Peaks, watch the film anyway. There's log lady stuff. There's a lot. There's a good middle section. But all of the other things that you spoke about earlier, it's just, I keep using this word, it's fascinating. She's was a fascinating person. And I'm so glad that the director made this documentary to get her out into the world. And now it's forever.
Yes, completely agree.
I love that.
I'm with you, sir. I think everybody will find an appreciation for this film and this amazing woman, and Catherine Coulson. Rest in peace, rest in power, and David Lynch, who again inspired so many and all of that. This is a testament to him and everybody.
You're gonna make me cry on this show. Don't you bring up David Lynch. I need another year on David Lynch.
I'm with you, brother. It's all good, man. We should all cry and show ourselves, because a lot of us, especially as men, we keep it in there, man. It's all good. So some other insight, because as I said earlier, I interviewed the director, producer, Richard Green. Go check out that interview on the NRW right now. But I said I'd have a little slight critique about this film. It's because
Right.
I wanted more. But what I learned from the interview with Richard Green, this documentary is here and exists because of what happened to David Lynch. After he passed, they sped up the release of this documentary. Is actually meant to be a 3-part series. Was the initial intention, and actually Lynch screened the initial 3-part series before he passed, and I found that out through Richard Green. And because he passed, they wanted to get this out there and get more eyes on it, because we all know the film industry, the studios, it's hard to get it out there, and they're just trying to find the right time. Doing a more cut version, a condensed version, helped sped that along, and so that's why we have this here, and I'm thankful for it. But for those that have that critique like me, that want to know more and dip into more, because as I talk to Richard Green, he has hours of footage of talking to Kyle MacLachlan, of Lynch, everybody involved, that it fits perfectly in the mini series, 3-part mini series that had. There's so much more content there that, from what I found out, it'll eventually be there. They're working on that, fingers crossed. He did said he'll send me a cut, and I'll probably reach out and hey, can my pal Anthony watch it too? So I'll share it with you, Anthony. So that's going to be on the ropes, but if we don't ever get it, at least we have this. It's a beautiful profile of an amazing woman.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So beautiful. So beautiful.
It really is.
But if y'all demand it and are watching this right now, help me help Richard Green. Put it in the comments. We demand the full-length story, the whole 3 parts of I Know Catherine, the Log Lady. Because I think it just transcends. I want to know so much more, because it's such a beautiful story.
If I may try to help this along, Richard Green, speaking to you directly, think you're a beautiful person, and love this film, and handsome man, I'm sure you are, and I would love for the full cut to fall into our 2 hands at your leisure.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you, Richard Green, because I'm going to send this to you as well. You'll see it, so you'll see the thanks. But we love this film. We love this documentary. Beautiful. It's going to transcend and reach across, even if they're not a Twin Peaks fan. And for those, I know you're getting an even greater appreciation out there for all my other fellow Twin Peaks fans. So
we're just going to reiterate it this point, but yeah, it's a beautiful film. Again, just see it regardless of what you think of Twin Peaks. Just a beautiful, beautiful, reiterating, saying the same thing over and over again. I'm sorry. She was a beautiful soul and a fascinating life. And it was this is right under 2 hours, I believe. It was just a pleasure to spend 2 hours learning about this amazing woman. It's so well, and now I'm not kowtowing, I'm being honest. It was so well directed, so well put together. And as you spoke about her, to begin the film with that scene from Twin Peaks: The Return, it's an emotional gut punch that you already knew was happening. Yeah. And to start it that way, and then to lay out her life, and then to return to that, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful document, beautiful tribute.
Agreed.
And, to Coulson. And
they had to give me that gut punch one more time to make me cry again.
Oh yeah,
very end.
I did. Yeah, I teared up. I cried, and this will probably find its way to my best of list at the end of the year.
Oh, it's definitely in the documentary list. If I were to do a separate documentary list, it's there.
I always do. If there's enough documentaries that I see, I always do my best of, and then I do a best horror and a best doc. Nice. This will definitely be on the best doc, but it'll also be on my best of.
Oh yeah.
Entire. It's wonderful. I look forward to seeing it again. Documentaries aren't things you can watch a lot. I can watch this again. Yeah. I look forward to it.
And I can't wait for that 3-part series, Richard Green.
Richard Green, you handsome devil. We really want
man, you.
We want the full, yes.
I need it all. All right, that's our thoughts. Again, shout out to the entire cast and crew. Brilliant job, Richard Green. And rest in power to obviously Catherine Coulson, David Lynch, and to friends and family that might be watching this.
Yeah.
Our thoughts are with you and your family. She's an amazing, and as well as David's family. Thank you so much. Anthony Francis, how can my people check you out, support you as always? Again, always thankful to have you riding at the Nerds Rule the World. You're a fellow nerd ruling the world. How can we check you out on Screen Comment, Film Threat, Movie Review for those that might be listening as they're watching this or hearing this, you know?
Or watching, who knows? Themoviereview.com, screencomment.com, filmthreat.com. I'm at Instagram at the movie review and Twitter, Anthony CF, capital S, capital C1, the number 1.
There you go. That's my buddy, Anthony Francis. Appreciate you as always, sir. I'm QP, Nerds Rule the World. You're here right now. All the links in the description below. Show love. Let's talk more films. Hopefully we'll be talking 3-part miniseries, Richard Green, all that. We want more, man. Testament to a great project and great people, everyone involved. That's Anthony Francis. I'm QP, Nerds Rule the World.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Hello. Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds Rule the World.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Nerds Rule. Love
it. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes, Nerds Rule. Yes,
rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
So much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
It's your boy Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
Do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.